extended deliver or extended return policy. So if you're brand new to Tweaked and you've never tried it before, you have until the end of January of next year to send this back, and we are still gonna refund your money. So go ahead, shop now, no worries, and I believe it's the best test window we have at any time of the year to be able to try any of our products. All right, here we go, big drum roll. Guys, just to give you a heads up, this, which is called Above the Clouds, is gonna be sold out in about 2 minutes. So if you saw an earlier presentation or you love Above the Clouds and you love the 3-pack of the cleansing hair treatment, no, that's almost gone. Then we have Tribal Chocolate as the next option. Peaches and Cream is amazing, but hurry with this. Now, what are you getting? These are giant. They're almost 11 ounces per bottle. This is gonna replace, now listen to this, your shampoo, your conditioner, your hair treatment, and even more. It is really, once again, a completely different approach to being able to take care of your hair. And why have I used this continuously for 3 years now? Because nothing has been more effective for my hair than Tweaked. I am absolutely 100% committed to it. I'm even on auto ship. I have an auto ship that was so long ago, we don't offer the combination anymore. But thank you, Dennis, because they keep sending it to me, and I love it. I won't be without it. So there we go, intensive hair treatment, shampoo, conditioner, detangler, and a shine enhancer. Now look at this. Again, just stop what you're doing. Take 1 second and read this. After just one application, not 2 weeks, 2 years, whatever, one application, this hair cleansing treatment had a 93% reduction in hair breakage. And here's what I love best about the smaller fonts. It's on the toughest type of hair out there. Chemically bleached, brittle, dry, damaged, frizzy, versus untreated, controlled, rinsed with water. He didn't take already somebody who is really young and has great hair. They took all the people who had really bad hair, and in one application, that was the results. I mean, how amazing is that? You wanna try it? Now's the perfect time. This is a huge value, once again, $165.50. If you went out and bought it elsewhere, we've got it at $34.99 for all three, 5 flex, and free shipping for our big beauty event. So Dennis, again, this is this really rocks everybody's world, because they go, wait a minute, I don't have to have 5 bottles, along my tub every day and use them all?
No, you don't. Most effective product I've ever created in my 22 years of doing this. This is the one I made for Mom. Game changer. And I've been chasing this for such a long time, just that when I retired, I was done. There was no purpose. When I came back, at that time I was also allowed just to use a couple ingredients. I went nuts this time. Everything I wanted to and heard of got into this, and that's why we call it Rare Treasures. Rhododendron Antopogon, it's a high elevation essential oil. Buddhist monks, they've been using it for centuries. You'll smell it in their monasteries. 5 out of the 7 chakras, they use it to balance. I use it to create more volume, but at the same time balance it out. It's a lilac-y, powdery, baby powder kind of aroma. Floral, but beautiful, unisex. #1 seller. The smallest quantity that we have when it comes to the essential oil. When it's gone, you're not going to see this for a very long time. That's why I'm giving you 3. You have a year's supply using it twice a week, and it's 2 teaspoons. You're getting 183 teaspoons between the 3 tubes. It's a whole lot of product, and it does truly replace your treatment, your shampoo, your conditioner, detangler, shine enhancer. It does so much more, but if I brought that into it, you won't believe me. Peaches and fresh cream, it's not the peaches that are rare. It's my favorite dessert as a kid. My dad, kind of like a farmer, we had peach trees. Mom made her fresh cream, and I got my dessert. So I brought it to her when she was in the hospital. But it's the kukui nut oil that, from the Polynesian Islands. I looked at the Polynesian Islands for shine, protection. And I found a natural silicone. I also found a group of women that take a lot of vacations. I don't push them to work, and now they're gone. I can't even reach them. So goodbye peaches. It's going to be gone for a very long time. And then Tribal Chocolate, which is AKA Nacional, it's from Peru. It actually grew up in Ecuador and then fell ill and disappeared. It was off the planet. They wrote it off. Geneticists, when we gave them the pod that we found in Peru, they were shocked that this Nacional that was gone for 100 years came back at a high elevation. Love high elevation. Things mutate and change. They get stronger. The pod was bigger, and it yielded a white bean chocolate. So white chocolate doesn't exist. It's synthetic, fake. Till now, we have white beans. Half the pot is white. That's why when you get it home, it's got a brown tinge to it because we have to roast it in a special way, so then it obviously changes a bit of color. But you don't stain hair, skin. It's balanced, and that's anti-aging, the richest out of the three. Shine like you've never seen before. Great for color treated. Universal volume. This one is, I was going to say a bad word. It's just bad. It's the best. I can't, it'll never be topped.
No, and you know what, guys? It's iconic. Okay, Above the Clouds is gone. I wasn't kidding.
And
I know. I have people at home, and they're just like, oh, yeah, right. Even my friends are like, really? Is that going to sell out? I'm like, yeah, if you're watching, and I tell you it's going to sell out, it's pretty much going to sell out. So that's gone. Now, here's Peaches and Creams is the next to go. This is basically an entire year worth. And this is iconic. This is really what started this part of Dennis's kind of life on this second round of him being one of the top beauty brands in the world. This is the way to try it. We've never done anything like this. These are huge, by the way. They're almost 11 ounces each.
First time in 8 years.
Is it really?
But
usually an 8-ounce
tube. I don't want to do it.
Right, you can't get a hold of the ingredients, right? But an 8-ounce tube is usually about that big and really small. So you can see these are really quite substantial. And Dennis, I think of all the products we've shown tonight, and there's a lot of different options, wouldn't you say this would be the smartest one to try your line with?
Honestly, value-wise, if you're putting aside what it could actually do for you, but just on the value, this is probably a better value than we've even done in a Today Special. Size-wise, the tube's bigger than my head. And that's why giving you 3, it's the amount of actives, and it's done by hand. Look, and I would never do that if I knew that it was coming back because everything I tell you was a lie, and it doesn't work well. Because once something's open, it's trashed. We cannot resell it. That makes me cry because it was made by hand. So that puts a lot of pressure on me to make everything perfect. And this is as perfect as you could imagine. Just use it properly, which means don't overuse it. You only need a teaspoon. Trust me, more isn't better. It's just longer to rinse out, and you're just wasting it. And it works on, and I've been around the world with it. It's won awards, customer top pick from the day that we bring it in, because it literally does change your hair immediately. Yes, and we tested it. Yeah, not just on chemically bleached, dry, brittle hair. It was bleached 3 times in a row. No one does that. That's bad, so you know you're breaking bonds. And it was on wet hair. So wet hair is the weakest point, and we put it beyond 5 minutes. Robotic arm comes in and combs it 100 times. No one combs their 100 times with a comb outside of a shower after wetting it or washing it. That's how extreme, because I want to make sure when I give you this that it's going to do it. I know what it did when we gave it to my mom and other people going through it, and I blew myself away because it did it pretty rapidly. But what I loved about it was it's good-proof. It worked on every single type of hair, model and make, and it did it with ease.
And you know what, Dennis, I have to say, this is the product, and again, we don't even have an auto ship opportunity right now. This is how hard it is to get. This is my product. This is what I've used for the last 3 years, and I'm gonna repeat it again. I will never, Dennis, I hope you keep doing this even beyond the day you die. Have somebody else keep their thing going, because this has completely transformed my hair personally, and this is what I use. This is the product. I've never had fuller, thicker, or longer hair than I do now. I used to wear extensions, sewn-ins, clip-ins, you name it. I was always trying to get more volume in my hair. My hair's never looked better, been shinier, or healthier. I will not be without it. He offered this on auto ship, actually in a tub. You saw the tub she was using in the video. That was a couple of years ago. I was able to get an auto ship. I've never come out of that auto ship. That is amazing. 3 years later, I'm still holding on to it, and I won't give it up, because we currently in the last year or so, we have never done that offer again. So I'm locked in. I'm like, you got to keep giving it to me. And that is, I really do attribute this exact product to how my hair is today. And I have very fine hair. Come on, guys. If you're a host on HSN, we have to do our own hair. I'm always burning it, beating up, and drying it. It's just so brittle. It's so frizzy. Right? Yes. And I do it too hot. and then I end up regretting it. But this has absolutely made my hair longer. Why? Because more hair is staying on my head. That's why I've been able, in fact, if this were straight, my hair comes down to about right there now, which is without any extensions or clip-ins. I have nothing fake in my hair. It is because of this product. Now, here's what I want you to do. Grab either one of these. Don't worry about the scent. They're all amazing. Nothing ever has offended me that he's made. The Peaches and Cream is now the most limited. We've never done a value like this. You're looking at about a year's worth because you now do not have to wash your hair every single day. That's his goal. You don't need to do it when you switch to his products. But to get this value on one of the last shows we'll do for the entire year and the last big beauty day we're doing, this is an incredible way to try the line. This is for, if anybody comes up to me and they said, how should I try Tweaked? Because I talk about it personally a lot because people ask me about my hair, right? Of course. I say this is what you want to go for. You want to do the cleansing hair treatment. So here's the story. It's good. Imagine if it reduces breakage, one application on hair that's chemically bleached, treated, brittle, dry, frizzy. Imagine what it's going to do to your hair. I mean, think about that. You know what? I mean, most people do not have their hair chemically bleached 3 times in a row.
No, you would never. I would never recommend to do that. But we pushed it to the limit because we had even a higher number. So I like I said, and these chemists, and when they run these tests, like we scored a 98.9. It's never been done. And then I asked them to redo it and redo it. We did it 6 times. It got actually better. I'm not going to say what the number was because I said if I get 100, I quit. I'm done. I'm not chasing anything anymore. So I came very close. I'll never get 100, by the way. It's impossible. But the end result, 93, amazing. And that is on really, hair that there's not a lot of people walking around with that hair. And if you are, you got 100. That was 1 teaspoon. You're getting 183 in these 3 tubes. You only need 1 teaspoon. I know you're going to use 2. If you use 2, that gets you, 93 weeks. Using it once a week. You're getting a lot of, I've never done this much, and I'm doing it because I couldn't offer the auto delivery because I can't promise it.
That's right.
And it gives me time because I don't know I know Peaches is not coming back for at least 14 months. Yeah, they disappeared, but it's not even that. There was a bad harvest, so that's why they took their time off, and I'm not going to use it from anywhere else. There's something about that soil that makes it different. So it's gone. I'll come up with something else that'll have shine that I'm working on now for this summer. The tribal chocolate, there'll never be another chocolate to that. Anthony Bourdain, he had this chocolate, and he was one of the ones that actually came out and brought it to the food world because it's not bitter. And the high amount of antioxidants makes it special. The above, it's gone. That one is
Hey, Dennis,
unicorn.
just real quick, in the peach, guys, I have 600 left, and I have a ton of you on the line. If you can go to hsn.com, it's a couple of clicks, you've got yours. Remember,